everybody's been waiting for interest rates to drop. And I've been hinting and intimating at it for, well, my light just fell. I've been hinting and intimating at it for a little while here. But now there's some actual news is taking it. The rumors are starting to coalesce. So there's a meeting of the Federal Reserve's Federal Open Market Committee on September 18th, and then again November 7th and December 18th. And this is the group of, I believe, 12 who sets the interest rate. And that interest rate is what directly feeds into the banks and lenders deciding what, the mortgage rates are going to be. And they've been holding the line for quite a while now. Those prognosticators have come to a consensus that there's a 100% chance of change at the September 18th meeting. So coming up in just about a month here, about a month and a week. And that the rate is going to drop about 0.25% to a target of 5 to 5.25%. So the current interest rate today is 5.25% to 5.5% is their targeted rate. So they're looking at dropping it a quarter, and we've got a 100% consensus across all of those people who think about these sorts of things. So there's no guarantee that it's going to happen, but the people that live in the investment world think it's going to happen. So we're going to see our first rate drop in a while. And then they have about a 2/3 certainty, about a 61% certainty that in November they'll cut it another 0.25 point to 4.5 to a 4.75%. And then they're actually a little more sure in December, 72% surety consensus, that is, that they will drop another 0.25 point to a target of 4.25 to 4.5. So could be up to 0.75 point drop, almost a 1% drop in the target from a top of 5.25, well, 5.5 right now, all the way down to 4.25, so 1.25% over the total range by the end of December if all of these prognosticators are correct. Hard to tell the future that far out, but it does seem certain that the federal interest rate is going to drop by about 0.25% in about a month. So what does that really mean for us? So, there have been so many people that are saying, I don't want to buy right now. Interest rates are high. I'm going to hold off and see what happens, wait for the rate to come down. This might be the hole in the dam, and we might get a flood because all these people that have been holding out are now going to enter the market, and prices and demand and offers are going to rise because of that. Because suddenly all these people that were on the sidelines thought, I want to wait for the rate to drop. Well, the rate's dropping, and now they're going to enter the market. And so are their friends, and so are your friends, and so is everybody else. And so we're probably going to get back into a situation where there are multiple offers on homes because everybody's been waiting. So waiting could possibly not be the best approach to this, because right now it really is kind of a tale of two markets. Down at the lower end of the market, where you might see first-time home buyers, smaller homes, that sort of thing, we are still seeing multiple offers all the time. When I'm representing buyers, I'm having to write offers on 3 and 4 and 5 different homes before we land with an accepted offer. Now, we do eventually get there, but it is, it can be disheartening to lose them time and again, because there's just not enough inventory on the market versus the number of sellers. And if that interest rate comes down, there are going to be even more sellers. Now, at the other end of the market, at the premium end of the market, and I'm just using $500,000 as a convenient dividing line, but in this market here, $500,000 and up, homes are sitting on the market a little bit longer. And we'll get into that a little bit more in the live stream here when we talk about a couple of our next topics. But that end of the market, homes are sitting on the market longer, 20, 30, 40, 50 days, 2 months. So the interest rate dropping might unlock some offers for that end of the market and get that inventory moving. So it's really a question of where you sit in the market. If you're trying to buy for the first time, it might be now is your time. If you're at the top end of the market, it might behoove you to save a few dollars on a loan for, $500,000, $700,000, $900,000. If you're somewhere in the middle, if you're somewhere in like the $300,000 to $700,000 range, well, you're really going to have to do some math and figure out, how much money are you saving versus the odds of what can you win or lose if the interest rate does indeed come down. But we think it's going to happen. So keep your eyes out. I'll, of course, let you know as I hear more, but September 18th is the next Federal Open Market Committee meeting. So let's see what happens there. Is anybody in the chat like holding out, waiting to buy because of interest rates? I'm curious if anybody's watching is in that situation. If you would care to share that. We're all friends here, right? Or does the interest rate not concern you whatsoever, and you're just waiting for the right place at the right time? So while people are answering that, I'll remind you that I'm Geoff Gooch, your local Lafayette real estate resource of choice with the Russell Company, powered by App Properties. And if you're looking for a home here in the Lafayette area, in Lafayette, West Lafayette, or Tippecanoe County, please go to the LafayetteReal.com/YouTube and fill out the form letting us know how we can help you find the home that you would love here in the area. And take a minute and hit that like and subscribe button. Go check out the hundreds of videos that are available in our library, and then hit the notify button so that you'll be notified every time that we post a new video about things that are fun here in Lafayette, interesting road trips, real estate, all that sort of thing here in the Lafayette area.